Ready to fight some zombies?
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Now, welcome to Haven of Horror, everybody. Now that Robert has showed up and our technical issues are no longer technical issues,
Woo!
I am ready to fight some zombies. So you don't know anything about this game, yes?
Nope. Apparently, it has the Sam Witwer in it.
It
That's all I know about it.
does. Uh,
I'm not
this
really
is
that familiar with his video game work outside of Force Unleashed.
this is an interesting one too because it was the rare Sony exclusive that kind of got critically trashed,
Mm.
and I think it's just because it was a little buggy at launch. This isn't anything groundbreaking. It's just kind of an open world zombie game. And the storytelling is very unique. But I liked it, and I'm excited to revisit it on this remaster.
Would you say it's a bit
New
more action
narration.
focused than
Dialogue English.
what we expect from a
Collectible audio
Sony
cues.
Yes,
exclusive?
Dynamic range.
like there is a story, but it's told. It's very much told in a video game format. Of you unlock the story by doing
Brightness.
things.
Collectible audio.
More open
Dynamic
world, yeah.
range. Small.
Hang on a second.
The only thing scarier than zombies are technical issues.
Yeah, I HDR off for this other game that I was playing because it doesn't have HDR and it's bugged. This game, however, will support HDR, and I would rather use HDR. Thank you.
Ay, ay, ay.
But you can't change video settings while using remote play. Fuck me.
Who decides these rules?
Zombie.
Who do you want me to torture to make you happy? Like, what ladder do I have to climb to get to the morons in charge?
What's happening? Okay.
Game. Dynamic range. Collectible audio cues off. Collectible audio. Dialogue English.
Can we
UI
turn the
narration on.
UI narration off, please? Thank you. God, I hate that. Weird. Ooh, but I actually do kind of like that high contrast on it. And this has an assault mode that we might try either tonight or at some point.
Cool, cool.
Just do
Was
normal.
this remaster received better than the initial launch, or did people just not care by this point?
You know, this has a cult following because there was a big controversy when it was announced that whatever Days Gone 2 plans were scrapped. Uh, I think most of them were pretty happy with it. I think for everyone else is like, I mean, you're remastering a game that came out like less than 10 years ago.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's burning out. The knife must have nicked her kidney or something. She's turning sour. How you doing, little sister?
So stupid. This little kid, this goddamn little kid.
Big goddamn knife. Hey, help me.
Shit.
Hey, Mom.
What's she whining about?
We gotta get to the roof.
Do you not see the blood?
Wait, we need help. She's been wounded.
What's wrong with her?
Well, she's not. Whatever the hell's going on out there, she's been stabbed.
I can't take anymore.
Okay, listen, O'Brien. If we don't get her to a hospital, she's going to die.
There are no more hospitals.
Hey, I know you. You're that Force Unleashed guy.
Doctors, you got triage, you got a mass unit.
Oh, look, I'm just a grad student, okay? I got volunteered for this. I'm not even supposed to be out here.
I don't remember being able to see his face through the helmet in the original. That's interesting.
I've only got room for 2 of you, okay? 2.
You got room for 2.
You're overweight, okay? I can only take 2 of you, 2.
Come on, help me, come on. Sweetheart. It's okay. You're gonna be alright.
I got her.
I'm gonna be right back. Okay, Boozer, let's go. We gotta get on that.
Hold on.
We gotta get on that
I
shuttle.
heard what he said. There's only room for 2 on that chopper. Go. Go with her. I'll be okay. Look, I've been through worse shit than this before. You know?
There we go. Where are you going?
What?
Where? Where?
Refugee camp, west of Three Finger Jack.
No.
Boozer is never gonna make it without me. I want this back.
You coming?
No.
Like a really dumb decision.
What did you do?
12 years later.
And Sam Witwer has played this on his Twitch page. I watched him play it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You were only off by about 10
Ah,
years.
I was off by 1 number.
It's also weird that this got this remaster treatment, and but God of War hasn't.
Right?
We lost.
I would have thought you would do God of War before
Cut
this.
your engine.
Shit, she's alive. Alvarez. Alvarez, hey. Alvarez. What happened here? I mean, who did this? Was it Rippers?
Speak up, lady.
I think he might be dying. Robert.
I think she's dead.
This is also, should be noted, this is unique because it's just using the actor's likeness. I think PlayStation exclusives don't do that. Okay, first of all, that is really fucking loud in my ear. Second. Wow, this looks amazing. Are you doing the Lost World with us tomorrow?
I am doing the Lost World with you guys tomorrow. Not on this channel, but on the Geekvolution YouTube channel.
Thank God, because yeah, obviously I love that movie, But it was just gonna be like one person that likes it and two people that don't. The conversation is just gonna stall out.
No, it'll be a good civil war.
Yeah. They brought the war to us, Robert. Does it just me, or does this feel like the world's slowest motorcycle?
I kind of like it. It's kind of soothing.
I get it's a tutorial, but let me pull out my gun, damn it.
Oh God.
Cover me, right behind you.
That's a shotgun, my guy.
You went that way. Come on.
That's R3. We've got our detective vision, Robert.
Ah.
It even has the same color palette as detective vision. This is from Sony Bend, I think is the name of the studio, who made the Siphon Filter games back in the day. And if you're as old as I am, those were really fun third-person espionage shooters back on the PS1.
Oh, cool.
So where the hell did you learn to track shit anyway? Used to go elk hunting with
My favorite thing to do in the first one was if you shot somebody with a taser long enough, it would just set them on fire. So I just run around setting enemies on fire with the taser.
That's awesome. The other day, do you know what game I just got for free for being a PlayStation Plus member?
I don't know. What are the new PS Plus games?
I just got. Well, I don't know if it's changed with the that Maze hit, but I just got Texas Chainsaw Massacre for free.
Oh, nice.
Haven't started playing it yet, but I was like, fuck it, it's a free game. I'll take it.
You okay, brother?
It sucks that there's no crossplay, but
Son of a bitch can't aim.
I'll enjoy it for now.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you think. Now you just got to get a PS5 so you can play the PS5 version.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking bastard. Oh, okay, okay. Is News Meter new, or am I just not remembering this game?
Down there, toward the falls. He's losing a lot of blood. He's not getting far. Come on.
You gotta turn on your flashlight to hurt the bad guys, John.
Is that a joke because we're in the woods?
Yes.
Bleeding out.
Save him.
Well, that's a hell of a way to go. It's slow. A lot of pain, but I suppose you know about that. She was still breathing when we found her, you piece of shit.
I wasn't gonna waste a bullet not on her.
Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second now. Where's the stash, Leon? If you tell us, well, unlike you, I can promise you we'll make it quick. Don't look like you'd be suffering for too long. Leon, you got a little problem here. See, they can smell your blood from all the way down there. What do you suppose that feels like? Huh? Torn apart? Eaten alive? Guess he's gonna find out. Fuck you. Goodbye, Leon.
No, wait. All right, no, I got it right here. Take it.
Where?
In the cemetery. It's in the
old cemetery.
Thank you.
No, you said. Do it. Don't leave me out here, man. Do it. Do it. You goddamn liar. Do it.
Tuck's gonna need something for the bounty.
That's called murder.
You did the right thing, bro.
It's
I don't
called
want to leave anyone to the freaks.
justice.
Not even a piece of shit like Leon.
So something to note is they don't call them zombies; they call them freaks or freakers, and I think that's really funny.
Freakazoids.
They like I like this game, but there are certain writing and character choices where I'm like, oh, this is just designed to be like edgy.
Could make something out of this.
No, our protagonist is like very 2000s, early 2010s video game protagonist,
Yes.
which is not a criticism, but there was a very stock, badass main character formula for a while.
There. Yeah, that ought to do it. Guess I won't be losing the arm anytime soon.
Get used to him talking to himself because he will do that for the entire
Going
game.
hunting tonight. Takes a bounty
My
suit.
name is Alan Wake.
A lot of it's pissing down rain.
I'm a writer.
Nah, man.
That's narration. This guy is just talking to himself.
Okay. I don't want to be out all night, though.
But like even Joel kind of falls into that. But like what made Joel different was just his age, being an older guy.
Gonna see if there's anything we can salvage on Leon's bike.
No. Goddamn.
What?
Son of a bitch.
Guessing that's the fuel line, unless you just pissed yourself.
The fuel pump. Leon. Yeah, shot out my damn fuel pump. Can we get anything out of Leon's bike?
Nah, it's done. Look, let's just go back to O'Leary Mountain. We'll head out in the morning, find some parts, and come back and get your bike.
No. I think I got a better idea. We just get it while we're out here.
What?
Well, Crazy Willie's isn't far from here. Let's just head over there.
What are you thinking?
We were going out hunting tonight anyway. Crazy Willie's is as good a place as any.
Okay. Hey, what did Leon give you?
Map of some kind. Once we get my bike back, let's head up to the cemetery, look around.
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow, we get the drugs, take him to Tucker, collect on Leon's bounty. Then I say we head north.
You think shit's any different up north?
Don't matter, I think it'd do us good. Get the hell away from here.
Meanwhile, on a road trip,
Hold on, something's blocking the road.
Careful. I saw a setup like this a couple days ago. A bunch of rippers blocked the road with an old truck.
Come on, help me move it.
so I like Sam Witwer quite a bit. He has a very specific way of delivering dialogue, no matter who he's playing, and it's really obvious in this game the more you play it.
Yeah, his Darth Maul probably stands out as his most like different voice. Probably the main thing he's known for now. Oh god.
Yeah, nobody mentions that he's the first live action Doomsday.
That is true. I remember getting into Smallville and getting to that season like, oh my god, that's the Force Unleashed guy. Yeah, I'm curious how many video games he's done outside of these, just because he's not known as the video game guy the way like Troy Baker is,
We're almost there.
where that's the vast majority of his career now.
Yeah.
It's just countless video games.
Pull it up. Let's see.
Let's see. Because he had 2 Force Unleashed games. Obviously, I don't know how far 3 was in development before that got canceled.
I don't know, but two might be one of the biggest disappointments I've ever had in a game.
Yeah, it was. That was like an early game for me where I was like, oh, this is like rushed. Like, this is an unfinished game.
Yeah, because I remember getting it and I beat it. I was like, wait a minute, I'm at the end? I've been playing for like 4 hours.
Shit, how you wanna do this?
Loan me your shotgun. I'll walk point. Looks like that checkpoint had him backed up pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of good it did.
He had a show in the late 2010s.
Yeah.
It's like a remake of a British show. And the
Oh, is
basic
that the
What are they thinking?
Being Human or a...
yeah, he's a vampire, and he shares an apartment with a werewolf and a
Like
ghost.
this.
I never finished it, but I liked what I watched of it.
Yeah, I never saw it. I remember the marketing for it.
Yeah, I think it went 4 seasons, which isn't bad. I think one of
Yeah,
the things with this game is just it came out at the wrong time. We were kind of in a zombie fatigue at the time. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
think- I just think this was the wrong type of game to come out when it did.
2019. Yeah.
Was this only 2019? Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it came out way
Deacon
too
St.
late.
John.
That's his name. And his sidekick is Boozer.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
There. Come on, let's go.
Wait, hold up. How many Molotovs you got left back here?
Let's hit it on the way back. Leave it.
Yeah. Leaving my ass.
Son of a bitch. You're hoping someone's home.
Ready to see our first freaker?
Great wish. Got you. Deke. Hey, Deke.
Well, that was easy.
As you can tell, he's a little unstable.
It's like, I made a really bad choice not getting on that helicopter 2 years ago.
Yeah.
A really bad choice.
You're going up there again.
What are you talking about?
Goddamn refugee camp. You only act like this when you're thinking about going up there.
Act like what?
It's not your fault that she's dead.
Drop it.
If you'd gotten on that chopper with Sarah, all that would have changed is you'd be dead too.
Look, just drop it.
So, Sam Witwer's first video game credit is Force Unleashed, which is pretty wild since that's a starring role.
Another bounty.
But yeah, he's also in a lot of Star Wars stuff. He does the Emperor Palpatine voice a lot.
Your bike through there.
Try that service tunnel. See if you can
Into this, some Star Trek games.
I got it. Just keep your head
Andy has a credit in Horizon Forbidden West. So that's the most recent game he's been in.
No, he was in that.
Yeah, it looks like it was just a DLC character.
I've never finished the DLC. That's probably why.
Gotcha.
I need to go back and play it. that's a franchise that I feel really bad for, because every time something new in that franchise launches, a really big game launches at the same time. When Horizon Zero Dawn came out, it came out the same. Oh God! It came out the same at the same month as Breath of the Wild. And then when two came out, fucking Elden Ring dropped.
In hindsight, mistakes were made.
Yeah. And like those are good franchise. Like I love Horizon, but it's another one of those where it's a great 8 out of 10. The setting is unique, but the gameplay is your standard open world.
Yeah, my friend had the first one. I remember watching him play it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, like I think there's some really interesting concepts there. Gameplay wise, it's like you go to an open world, you collect stuff and you fight things.
Is that on Game 3 yet, or is it just 2 games plus DLC?
2 games plus each one has a DLC.
Gotcha.
Carrie-Anne Moss, I believe, is in the second.
Oh, cool.
But Force Unleashed also. Oh, sorry, she popped in.
I remember when she popped up in Jessica Jones. I was like, oh, I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, same. And then she wouldn't go away. Now that's a character I'm like, oh, I like this character in Jessica Jones, and then nowhere else.
What were you saying?
Force Unleashed is really in that peak of we're just hiring like actors to play characters. If you don't know, Bethesda just stealth dropped they call it a remaster, but it's basically a remake of Oblivion.
Oh.
The 2006 RPG. And Patrick Stewart is in that? He's the king that kind of sets you off on your journey. And it's funny because they did that, and then in Fallout 3, Liam Neeson is your dad. And then they never did it again.
Weird.
That'll do it.
What? Okay. I know. That's the most obtrusive fucking tutorial I've ever seen.
Ready? Here they come.
I guess Hideo Kojima's probably the main game developer still pushing that. Like, he treats his games as like big Hollywood movies.
Yeah, okay, give me a second.
Yeah.
With big names. So I guess he's kind of the exception.
Horizon kind of has that because, like, you can tell Carrie-Anne Moss is Carrie-Anne Moss, and what's that actor's name? The one that just passed away a few years ago. He's in John Wick.
I've been thinking about
Lance Reddick.
Yes, he's in those Horizon games, and it's basically just him.
Clear your head,
In the morning, let's turn
Or
it
when
around.
which one was Peter Dinklage in?
Destiny.
And then was recast.
Yes. I've always thought that was a downgrade. I loved Dinklebot.
Freak show.
Shit.
Place is crawling.
They're not crawling.
So how do you feel about the Freakers?
They're fine. Definitely getting I Am Legend movie vibes.
You
Yeah.
just fry down through. You pull as many of them off as you can. and I go in through the back, down that hill, find the garage.
Shit.
All right, you just give me a few minutes to find the part that I need. You ride back, we ride the hell out.
After I kill a few of the bastards. Swear to God, you got a death wish.
Like I said, not tonight.
Run, you stinking sons of bitches!
Oh god, they're fast. He just dies, like, oh,
Well,
that didn't work.
Goddamn newts. Go on. Get out of here, you little shits.
they're not going to go away if you talk to them. These are skittish and stick to out of reach areas. The rooftops they will attack if they sense you are low on health or if you invade their turf.
Yeah, that's right. Stay up there, and we'll get along just fine.
Get off me!
I do think faster zombies were the way to go since we were so oversaturated with zombie games
Yeah, but I mean,
at this point.
all zombie games are fast zombies.
You know, I'm also thinking like the Walking Dead stuff, you know.
Well, yeah,
more
but I
traditional
mean,
zombies.
yeah, but I mean, those Telltale games are the only place that does that. Those are more
Let's see.
narrative focused. The big thing that this game advertised itself on, and I think did live up to the hype, is just the amount of zombies in a horde. If you run into a horde in the early game, you are fucked.
Yeah, it's definitely though hard not to think of The Last of Us while looking at this.
Yeah.
And
And
The
part of me
Last of
does wonder if this was like greenlit to capitalize off of that. But it just took so long to come out.
And it just goes to show how cool of a
Shit.
spin The Last of Us had on the infected with the whole cordyceps idea and the different stages. Like that, they really brought something new and unique to the table. Like
It
a
just shows
genuine
why
mythology.
Ubisoft or Naughty Dog is just like leagues above every other developer working for Sony right now.
Yeah, like you look at these guys, it's like, yep, they're zombies.
Jesus.
And
So
we
what's
do
the
what's the what?
not Dead Island? What's the one when you're in the mall?
Dead
I remember
Rising.
those, Dead Rising. Yeah, I remember the zombies being slow in that game.
Oh, maybe. I haven't really played those. They did just do that remake that I want to check out at some point. The only thing... Oh, God. The only thing I remember about fuck, what did I just say those were called? Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Is they had to put a disclaimer on the front of the first one that it's not associated with Dawn of the Dead.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like that's obviously the inspiration.
Yeah. Oh God. I could really use a grenade right about now. or a weapon that wasn't complete ass. We'll have to clear out these nests later. I don't think I have what it takes to. I don't have anything to build Molotovs with, Robert.
They do always be like that.
There's Frontier Motel safe combination. Hey. We can make one. Let's burn out this nest over here.
Burn out for what? Oh god. You just made him angry.
Yeah, but I also destroyed the nest.
But you
That
also made
is-
them angry.
That is one thing that is kind of neat about this is like there's zombie nests that you can find all over the map and destroy.
That's kind of neat.
You don't see that very often. Hey, we got the safe combination. Let's trade that baseball bat for one that isn't broken. Can't ever hurt to have more bandages. Hey, do you remember The Last of Us when you scavenged for supplies?
Do you remember The Last of Us when you had to find codes for safes?
At least this one you don't have to put in manually.
Nah, that's part of the fun.
Is it? That's all that was in there? Come on. Come on, what are you showing me here?
Yeah, it's your first safe. There'll be more.
But I think this is one of those underrated games that I wish it had had more success than just being like a cult favorite.
Push you.
Hopefully this remaster is them like maybe Gabe testing the waters and being like, hey, you know, maybe there's interest now. It's also strange because I don't think this game's undersold. I mean, I could be wrong. There was a lot of weird stuff with the release of this game. Like one of the creative directors, like to this day, whines about the reception of this game on Twitter.
How's it going, brother? You ready?
It's like how much is he how much of what he's saying is true, and how much is just him being a guy on Twitter.
Pull your ass up.
Yeah.
Go past one of those, what the hell do you call them? The shit that Rippers put up.
Sigils.
Yeah. It means they're up here somewhere.
So, what have you watched this week, Roberto?
What have I watched this week? I'm caught up on season 2 of Andor.
How is it?
It has been very good.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hang on a second. I think it's raining and my window is down. You can keep talking. I just won't be able to respond.
No, John, it adds to the atmosphere. It's fine if it destroys your TV. But yeah, currently caught up on Andor. Oh, I finally watched Stand By Me, based on the Stephen King story. I liked it a lot.
It's pretty solid.
Have you read the story it's based on, or have you
No.
just seen the movie?
Just saw the movie. That's one of those that I think was a little too overhyped for me because everybody's like, "Oh, it's one of the best Stephen King movies," and I was like, "It's all right."
I know it's the first one he really liked. Like he got emotional when he saw the first screening of it.
Crazy. That's just funny because that's what, late '80s, mid '80s.
Mid 80s.
Like, I fully understand his beef with The Shining, but like Carrie is pretty good. The Dead Zone, I think, is really cool.
Mm-hmm. What year is Pet Cemetery? Because that might have been out by then.
Google just wants to give me the shitty remake.
Oh, okay, that wasn't until 1989.
Here we go. Hole in the Roof, Robert.
Oh, and the Salem's Lot miniseries, I also think is pretty solid.
Oh yeah, no, I like the Toby Hooper one a lot.
I do think it seems to be, though, Stephen King horror is a lot more specific and harder to capture in adaptation than his more dramatic work.
So
Like,
disagree, but
generally,
I think the problem is that people overthink it, right? Stephen King's work is scary because it's bad things happening to people we like. I've complained about this before, so I'll keep this brief. But I'm going to use The Shining as an example. Part of what is scary about that is you like Danny and you like Jack, and this thing that is happening to Jack and Danny is terrifying and heartbreaking. I don't like movie Jack because he's an asshole from the start. I have the same problem with Christine. Christine has some really cool filmmaking in it, but I think the writing for the characters is atrocious.
yeah, I didn't have that at all. I really like the protagonist in that.
Gotta be
In
a
his
super.
turn to the dark side.
See, I feel like he's barely a character in that movie.
No, I like the performance. I think he's set up really well.
I mean, the performance is fine, but he doesn't have anything to work with.
Boozer, you there?
And I also like movie Danny in The Shining a lot more than miniseries Danny, I can say that.
Yeah.
Miniseries Danny tries way too hard to make him a cute kid who you like.
Boozer?
And instead he's freaking annoying.
No, I've always said between the two Shining adaptations that we have, there is a middle ground that we will never find. I also think I think part of the problem is that it's just that kid, because I've seen he's in other stuff that I swear I've seen. I just don't think he was a very good kid actor.
No.
Is that not the kid from New Nightmare?
No, that's a different kid.
Okay. Because I know the one in New Nightmare is another one of those where that kid was just like in everything in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then you go back and watch it like, oh, this kid wasn't very good. He's like the weakest part of that movie, and I like that movie a lot.
Hang on, Booze man, I'm coming.
Oh god, he's killing me. He's killing me. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh, they.
Dead
Oh, jeez.
symbols of a dead man. Dead symbols of the lost.
Get off me! Son of bitches! Biker man!
You must be brought low, biker man. For you are lost, and we are found.
Yeah, boy.
We will show you. You are not one of the found. You are the lost. You are lost. Get low.
You have failed.
undercover by crouched. Oh, next to it.
And this is why you don't be friends with a man named Boozer.
Boozer. I'm gonna kill them all. Every
Boozer.
fucking one of them.
Whoa,
Whoa.
slow down there.
Let me help you up.
No, you don't. Come on, get up. Fucking rippers. We gotta go. It's like they were waiting for me or something. Fuck. I didn't see them, and then they were on me. Okay. My arm. Don't look at it. My goddamn arm. I'm serious. Don't look at it.
God! Don't look at it! Get on the bike! Go, go!
Yeah, do you see that horde? But a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound.
Thought we'd never make it.
Hey, why don't you wait out here? Let me make sure it's all clear.
Screw that. There's a bunk calling my name.
Alright, pretty much like we left it.
What? Not like there's much to steal. Just gonna reintroduce myself.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna go out, find some shit for your arm to get my bike. You gonna be okay?
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
I'll head over to that Nero checkpoint. They gotta have sterile bandages and
Wait,
painkillers.
don't leave my bike there.
No. I'm gonna be going out on foot while it's still light out.
Hey, I've got some ammo if you need it. In the footlocker by the door.
Thanks.
Hey, don't take my shotgun.
Boozer. All right. Here you go.
Thanks, brother. Just feel kind of naked without it.
Thanks for leaving me without a shotgun out in the wild. That's hat.
I am surprised Force Unleashed hasn't gotten a proper remaster yet. You know, they've been re-releasing a lot of retro Star Wars games last few years, but there are some big ones they still haven't done.
Yeah, give me a Force Unleashed remake, you fucking cowards. Or even just a
Do it.
remaster.
Yeah, like I don't care if it's canon or not.
No, that
I'll
that
play it.
that is a top 5 Star Wars game. It's so much fun.
Damn it, Boozer. Your arm's not gonna be fine. Son of a
How do you feel about Mr. Talks to himself here?
I can relate.
You're also
likes
crazy?
he likes to monologue his own life. I respect that.
We're gonna have to do this story mission before we do anything because we don't have a bike currently.
Oh, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Mine before it gets dark. What the hell? Boozer, are you awake?
Yeah, Deke. What's up?
Come
I
here.
just saw someone sneaking around the safe house.
What the hell? What's he doing?
No idea. I'm gonna follow him. See if there's some more where he came from. Deacon out.
Come here.
Get the bastard! He killed him!
It's the freaking bat.
Whoa. Did you see that machete just fly?
Yeah.
I'm glad they fixed all the bugs.
And tomorrow on this channel, are you looking forward to that Prey commentary?
I am. I haven't watched that since it came out.
Oh, nice.
I should probably give that a rewatch before though.
Would that be your first time watching it on 4K?
Yes.
I'm hit. Ah!
I'll just take these.
He's killing me. That sounds very fatal.
And still, I mean, good God.
That's the last of them.
He's not just gonna let you kill him.
Must have followed
They
us.
should.
Sons of bitches. Stay the hell off O'Leary Mountain. Boozer, I found the camp. Just a few drifters looking to move in our safe house.
Like we were saying before, it's time to start thinking about heading north.
Let's get your arm fixed up and then worry about hitting the road. I'm gonna be heading to my bike. Deacon out.
I don't think people really talk enough about how,
Oh, damn freakers.
like, we all know how big the zombie craze was in like the 2000s to early 2010s, but just how big a part of that was video games.
Yeah.
Just an entire subgenre. That a whole generation of people who I think got into zombies through games and otherwise would not care.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of them, but the Call of Duty. I know there are people that buy Call of Duty games just for the zombies.
If it's not the
Yep.
freaks, it's the goddamn rain. Why?
Even Red Dead Redemption had the zombie mode.
Yo, I'm so sad too. Never got one.
Yeah.
Where the hell am I?
And then you go back to the 90s, and your biggest things like Resident Evil, they're not just zombie games. It's like, well, it's a video game. There's all these other monsters and things. Like, we're not just gonna make a zombie game. And then you get to the 2000s, and we make so many of that.
Yeah. No, with Resident Evil, it's like, yeah, there's zombies, but it's like, this is a survival game. You have to survive all kinds of horror.
Mhm.
God, these baseball bats suck ass.
You should wrap it in barbed wire.
I should. That is a thing I've been seeing a lot of on TikTok. Is people comparing Negan to Abby, and I'm like, that's weird. But
Yeah,
I can
I'm like,
see it.
Yes, there's. I remember the discourse then and now. I saw something from somebody like, yeah, I couldn't get into The Last of Us because it's just ripping off The Walking Dead. It's like, they're very different. And newsflash, The Walking Dead did not invent these tropes.
No, it's just because she's the newest, like, oh, I killed a beloved character.
Yeah. And
I gotta get close. Come on, baby. Where the
yeah, and people are like, well, Abby's Negan, and this character who died is this character that Negan killed. It's like, no, they're not. They're very different characters.
This is why we can't enjoy anything new, because we constantly have to compare it to what came before.
Yep.
Look, I love a parallel, but you can't just invent one.
Hey,
Mhm.
you're from Coblin's camp? Where the hell is my bike? Hey,
Oh,
stop!
boy.
What was that line delivery?
I didn't take your bike, man. I swear.
That was very Whitwer. Like, where's my bike?
You gotta ask Copeland. I don't know nothing. Hey, my bike.
I
Now,
want my
have you
bike.
heard- Have you heard much of his Darth Maul?
The main thing that I have heard is the big "Hello, man."
It's so good. No, I love his Darth Maul. And that's like a very specific performance that's different from anything else I've seen him do. Like, even if you just watch the Darth Maul episodes in Clone Wars, like, they're so good.
Yeah, no, he's. I just love how like passionate he is about Star Wars. I don't think there's anybody in that working on that show, that franchise, that's more passionate than him. Because I think he's talking about like he's even like corrected Filoni and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it happens often, but the famous story I heard about, and this was like the first episode of Clone Wars he worked on. He wasn't even Maul, like it was a different character.
Some son of a bitch stole my bike.
But there's a scene where Anakin, it's like a dream sequence, and he's talking to his mom about like, and he's talking to her about Padme, and oh, I wish you could meet her, blah blah blah. And Sam Witwer like raised his hand and was like, but his mom did meet Padme though, and they were like, what? He's like, yeah, they had dinner together. She was there in Phantom Menace. And he was like, fuck.
Like, forget that.
I read a book
Yes.
once. Zen and the Art of Bike Repair. You ever
I,
read it?
like
To
I
be
like
fair-
Filoni. I do think he is one of the more overhyped. Like he's the only one that's higher up that cares. So now everybody pretends that he's an expert.
Great peace of mind. It said.
Sure, and I mean, nobody's an expert on everything.
Man, I'm looking for a bike.
And I like Filoni, but yeah, like
I like Filoni, but it does sometimes feel like he's been kind of hung out to dry
Why not?
because he's the only one that started Lucasfilm that has any kind of positive reputation right now.
Rusted up
Mhm.
good.
and because he worked closely with George Lucas.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we need a Mandalorian show.
We just partied it
Yeah,
out.
Filoni worked on it.
It didn't even have a fuel pump. We could have used that.
Man, fuel pump like
Oh, you didn't
also-
like it? Well, Filoni worked on it.
Okay.
like this one, Manny.
Okay.
It started good.
See, now when I said food,
Or we need a Boba Fett show. Filoni's involved.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't good. Filoni was involved.
And if you're a Star Wars fan who doesn't like the prequels, then by extension you don't like Filoni. We've seen this a lot.
Got hit hard last night. Rippers again. Twice now they've been.
And in his defense, on that thing he was corrected on, Anakin and Padme were not dating at the time. Just want to put that out there.
Why are you here? Hey, whatever. I'm not looking for trouble today. Are you talking to me?
You talking to me?
Folks around here take care of their own. Let go enough days without food. Well, you see.
It's like, oh my god, we're in the Ewok
Lake's
village.
not holding out.
a fair amount of trout. Lakes fed by sea.
Okay, so do you recognize Copeland's voice?
Like everything else.
I can't hear it super well. Say something.
Out here with the old man. We build deer blinds out here. Put down salt licks below us. Pick them off clean. Some winters had so much venison we couldn't eat it all.
I didn't think that was legal. Deer baiting back in the day.
My old man had only one law, the United States Constitution. If he could only see us now. America, land of the free.
We are
It's
that.
definitely familiar. What else has he been in?
The main thing I know him from is Young Justice.
Oh, is that
Leon the other
Roy
day?
Harper in that?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's who it is. I couldn't think of it for a second. I was like,
All right.
I know it was that, but I couldn't remember which character.
You're like, it's not Nolan Norris.
Leon.
That was Superboy.
Doug said that he took off. No one's seen him.
Tell you what,
So that is Crispin Freeman.
you bring it to me. To
Gotcha,
me,
gotcha.
Deke. You do that, well, we'll see what we can do for you.
The bike.
Who was also Electro in Spectacular Spider-Man.
Salvage, Deke.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I love
I
Young
like
Justice's Roy Harper. At least the first couple
Oh, wait, nice
seasons.
hat.
What?
No, this
Oh
one.
yeah.
Don't you ever.
That-
Now, hold on.
Such an unlucky
Leon
character.
wore a hat like this, didn't
Cope, I swear to
he?
God.
Don't. You want to do business in my camp? You start doing some runs for me.
Cope. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm here anyway. What do you got?
Now that's more like it. A group of drifters has been harassing my supply runs. They've moved into the radio tower west of O'Leary Mountain. Isn't that your backyard?
No, it's not, but I'll take care of them.
I thought you might.
It looks like he's done a lot of different stuff. Well, he's Iron Man in Ultimate Alliance too.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, Cope. I guess no one's taking our guns away now, are they? Happy birthday, Cope. Oh, guess he had a kid.
Firefly in Arkham Knight. That very memorable Firefly sequence.
I wonder if I wonder if he also was in Origins.
Yes.
That's cool.
No, the Firefly bit in Night makes me laugh because they were like, "Oh, it's the conclusion to our trilogy." They were very firm. Oh no,
Yeah.
like it's just a trilogy, and then they just have the Firefly sequence and it's the Firefly from Origins. I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. No, I mean, I was glad to see him included. Didn't need Deathstroke. Or at least, don't do Deathstroke if it's going to be a stupid tank battle.
That is the dumbest thing.
What were they thinking?
I really am afraid that whatever talent was there for Arkham City, it's just gone.
Yeah.
cool.
So this is a cool mechanic. Is you when you kill freakers or zombies, you pick up their ears and sell them for bounties.
Who would buy that?
This lady.
What is she doing with them?
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
Hold up. I just want to say how sorry I am. I didn't know, I swear.
Do you have any idea how much time I put into that bike? It was a drifter bike, Manny.
I know. I'll make it up to you, I swear. I put together a new one.
You call this piece of shit a bike?
I know. It's not... Look, I'll keep an eye out for more parts. I'll hook you up. I swear.
Okay, and what about my custom gas tank, Manny? You know, the one that I got from my dead wife. You gonna keep an eye out for that one, too?
Jesus, Deke, I'm sorry.
Just get the fuck out of my way.
Manny. It's everyone's favorite character from The Last of Us.
Look, Manny, it's done.
Yeah, there was a collectible around here, and the beeping's not going to go away until I find it or leave. Where is it?
Manny, just from my experience, ain't nothing zen about repairing your bike.
You know how a normal person goes out,
Manny,
like shopping at a thrift store or something, and they just start hearing this loud beeping sound? It gets louder and louder.
Peek into what you want.
Looking for.
I got some good stuff in stock. Okay, man. Yeah, I'll be here. Yes. Hey.
Whatever you say, Manny.
Whatever, Manny.
Jesus, this isn't a goddamn bike. Booster, you there?
Yeah, Deke.
How you doing? How's the arm?
Like I said, I'll be fine.
Okay. I'm still gonna head to that Nero checkpoint, find some sterile bandages, ointment, something.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm gonna go out.
My map. Which one is my map? God damn it. Hey.
No, those are third-degree burns. You stay there, you rest, okay? I'll be there as soon as I can.
I guess. You know, I could use something for the pain.
Why won't this go? Oh, for God's sakes. Question
Yeah,
mark.
I guess I'll see what I can find, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird that that they do the kind of God of War-esque. You lose your fancy bike or fancy powers in God of War, so you have to rebuild your bike.
So these men, you know them, 'cause shutting down.
I guess it's cool,
Yeah.
but
Goddamn right, it's personal.
It's
It used to be a part of my camp.
definitely a factor is what you're here for. If you just want zombie killing wish fulfillment, or if you want something a little bit more challenging and involved, it's hard to strike that balance.
got it.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a shotgun early on. Now you don't have the shotgun anymore. Like, oh, okay. Can I have it back? No.
We give you a rifle instead. Shut up.
Ugh.
Jesus.
Well, maybe they're like me, just
tired of listening to your
Jesus.
paranoid truther bullshit. St. John out. This is it.
Whoa, whoa,
Another
whoa.
checkpoint. I gotta find
Slow
some
down, man.
boozers.
Was he talking too fast for you, Robert?
No, it's funny when he's like, you know, in some games when you're in the middle of some dialogue, but then you trigger something and it'll like cut off and
Yeah.
it'll say something else. This, it's like he finishes his point while starting a whole new sentence. It's really funny.
That is the most durable knife I have ever seen.
And Joel's jealous.
Yeah.
Like, as of these goddamn shivs.
Which is even funnier when you think about it. Like, Ellie just has the world's most powerful pocket knife.
Here it is.
Yes. It's invincible.
So these are another open world activity that we're going to be doing. Like getting access to these buildings. The first thing you want to do is make sure you take out all these speakers because they will blare and attract a horde, and then you're fucked.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Just
Wow.
don't jump. That's fine. Oh, hello.
Nero, like that Star Trek villain?
Yes. Don't tell me it didn't happen. I saw it happen. Star Trek 09 is, I feel like at this point, kind of underrated.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of the perfect reboot for, like, I think you can get something out of it if you're an old Trek fan, and if you're like me and don't really care about Star Trek. There's something in it. Like, I don't know. I like Shatner as Kirk, but I kind of prefer Pine.
I like Pine a lot. I think he's a great actor.
Now, I will say, I do think Quinto is just not as good as Nimoy.
No, and
I think part of that is just the take. Like, they're like, yeah, he's going to be real emotional at times.
yeah. And then the next movie really doubles down on that.
Well, and, like, I hate that stupid love story with him and Yara. That feels like that should be a Kirk storyline.
Yeah.
We need
I don't know.
a
There are definitely things I change about that movie, but it's fun. I think it's got some great sequences.
You better start.
No, it's a good action flick. I didn't hate Into Darkness, but I also haven't watched it in a long time.
I'm nervous to go back to it.
Same. Especially because I wouldn't say a love for Star Trek, but I have more of an appreciation for what it is.
Mm-hmm. It's '09 gets a lot of hate for setting the template of what Star Trek would become, which is fair, but I also think taking the film on its own terms, I still think it's fine.
Yeah, no, like it's just a decent flick. I can see why you hate that. That's what everything is now. But I've never been a fan of like, oh, this one thing influenced all the stuff I don't like. Therefore, that thing is also bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I see it as more of a companion to the older stuff. I like the variety we have in Star Trek movies.
And even if you think that, like, it's better than 90% of the next gen movies.
Yeah. I think so.
All right, gas can, where are you?
Is this gonna be a zombie jump scare?
Which one is it? I think it's Insurrection. Star Trek Insurrection might be one of the worst things I've ever sat through.
It's bad, and that's the one a lot of Star Trek fans will give a pass to because they're like, well, it's like a real Star Trek movie. It's like, yeah, but it's not good.
I didn't realize
I
that. I
understand.
thought that was just like not liked.
No, I mean it's pretty disliked overall, but it has its defenders, and the argument's
course.
just, well, it's more what Star Trek's supposed to be. Like, okay,
It's supposed to be boring. It's always a laugh when I see those defense. Like, not to bring up The Last of Us for the millionth time, but as somebody that loves The Last of Us Part 2, I couldn't help but cringe when there was people like, yeah, it's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be depressing. It's like, that's the best you can do. Come on.
yeah. It's supposed to be an experience.
Saying a video game's not fun is not a defense. That's an insult. Oh, God.
What? Whoa! You almost just unalived yourself
Oh,
by
wait.
running into a wall.
Okay, where the hell is this? Where the hell is the corkscrew?
Dad.
By corkscrew, I mean, God,
Fuel can.
that's the worst part about unlocking these buildings is finding the goddamn fuel can. Okay, now I'm gonna do one final sweep. All right, let's hope I didn't miss any speakers, because they like to hide in places you wouldn't think they would be. This is also one of those games where, like, it feels at odds with itself because it wants to be a survival game, like, you know, finding gasoline, but gasoline isn't a limited resource. There's gas stations all over the place.
No, John, it's gasoline.
Oh, true.
Sterile bandages. Where the hell would they keep this shit?
And then this is going to be the most video game thing ever.
Bandages. Just what the doctor ordered. Now I just gotta get this back to Boozer. How? Hello?
Nero injectors. So we'll find this random thing, and we're gonna shoot it into ourselves. Should we do health or stamina?
Why the hell not?
I usually start with health.
Yeah. So we don't know what this is, but we're gonna inject ourselves with it.
Was feeling a little under the weather.
Just living on a prayer.
Our unit is getting ready to pull out. Got word a few minutes ago all the work we've been doing out here.
Listen to this for a second.
Hundreds of infected people are swarming up the highway out of Farewell. There's no stopping them. Checkpoints are all overrun. We're pulling out. Okay, I'm coming. No, wait. No, I didn't do anything. No. I saw him.
You should have bugged out with your friends. Welcome to my world, you stupid son of a bitch.
Judgy.
I'm just gonna grab some shut eye.
Oh fuck, Boozer's dead. He slept here for 2 days.
I slept too long. Okay. I think we can get out of here. Oh, wait a minute.
One idea I've been kicking around for the channel. I don't know when we'd start this. It wouldn't be anytime soon. But one thing that I think could be fun to cover, not as a he made me watch, but as something else, is I think it'd be really funny to go through some of the Stephen King movie sequels.
Ooh,
Not
yeah,
not
you're right.
sequels, not sequels based on Stephen King books. I'm talking Return to Salem's Lot, The
Yeah,
Rage Carry 2. Movies that have fuck all to do with the source material.
it's like, oh well, we
The
got to make a sequel.
thousands of Children of the Corn movies.
Are you? You just really want to watch The Rage Carry 2?
Oh God. I don't know anything about it, so it could be funny.
Yeah, no, I
And,
would so be down.
and Return to Salem's Lot I have considered for the Humane Watch series just because I know it's insane. And I think it'd be really funny to get a blind reaction from you on that at some point.
Where'd the gas can go?
It's gone.
Okay.
You imagined it.
You just have to imagine the fire. Wait, why is...
Wow. Hey, get back here.
Bike all the way over here. Whoa.
Boozer, you there? Boozer, goddammit, answer me.
He's dead,
not picking
Jim.
up. Where the hell is he?
They definitely improved the lighting. Like, look at the way the light is, like, reflecting, like, separated by the trees. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Not very many games that take place in Oregon, either.
Yeah, I'm liking the atmosphere so far.
Yeah. It's horror, but it's got its rough edges and 80s, I don't know, 80s action.
What, when action movies were cheap and were all shot in the woods?
Yeah, exactly. So I watched Death of a Unicorn today, and it was okay.
Yeah, that's how you feel about a lot of movies this year.
Yeah, this year so far has been, well, that was okay.
Yeah, with the trailer I was like, this could be funny, but I wasn't like dying to see it either. I like some of the cast.
No, Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd like carry that movie.
Some shit for your arm.
My big issue with it is I feel like with that premise, it needs to be a Sam Raimi-esque wacky movie. But it's not. It's an A24 movie.
Yeah.
Which means occasionally something that they think is funny, which is actually just modern cringe humor,
I got. Come on, let me see that.
happens, and then the movie goes back to being a message about something.
Wow.
Deke. Thanks, brother.
I had to laugh today. I opened Reddit. Apparently, Xbox is raising its console prices.
Let me find.
Of course.
I'm like, you have lost like three generations in a row. You were already seen as the inferior console experience, and now you want to cost more again compared to your competitor.
You know what they could also do, John?
What's that?
Come up with better fucking console names. I don't even know what the current one is. I've lost track.
Robert, how dare you forget the very memorable name Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X?
Are we on P now? Like, I don't fucking know.
Well, no,
What were
Robert,
they thinking?
just think. It's easy. It goes from the Xbox One to the Xbox One X, which was the mid-gen refresh, to the mid Xbox Series X, and the Xbox One S to the Xbox Series S. They're different. No,
Aye.
it is funny. It's like, how? How did you do this?
Yeah, I don't know how long Sony's gonna keep putting out PlayStation consoles, but just stay on track with your title theme, man. Just
Let's go clear out
6,
those
7,
nests.
beyond. Just don't fuck it up.
No, they're doing consistent. Sony's problem has always been just whenever they are clearly in the lead in sales, they get arrogant, which is how we get the PS3.
One more thing. When they left, it appears they may have stolen some automatic rifles and a few shotguns. Watch yourself.
Jesus, cool. Thanks for the heads up.
I do what I can. Cope out.
Do you? Like, you couldn't have told me that earlier? The hell was that? Oh, God.
Hi. Oh, Jesus.
Die.
I can settle this.
Don't eat that raw.
That's what that question mark was about?
Oh, Jesus, something went down. Wonder if the poor bastards had anything worth looking for.
That Blumhouse movie. Oh, fuck, what's the name of it? Surge? Drop? Something like that?
Drop. Yeah.
That also just came to VOD, so I might watch that because Austin said it was alright.
Yeah, it is pretty good. The trailer looked insane. I was like, I don't know about this, but ever it's a fun, stupid little thriller.
Yeah. I've been tempted to watch that The Woman in the Yard. I don't know anything about it other than Austin was making fun of it, but Mike from Red Letter Media said it was good.
Yeah, it's pretty polarizing.
I can't tell if that's a legitimate suggestion or Mike being Mike.
The general consensus seems to be it's better than what you expect from Blumhouse. Take that however you will.
Oh, that's
That
high
doesn't mean it's
fucking
good.
praise.
That should be it.
I like the idea of Sam Witwer talking to his motorcycle like he would a horse. Like, here you go, girl.
You're all right, boy.
Just drink up.
He should have been in Red Dead Redemption 2, not whoever that guy is. What they got is. Can you imagine just Arthur wandering around the Old West mumbling to himself?
Chloe. That's different characters, Sam.
Dodge! But he does it that, like, where he's talking and then shouting in between talking.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta burn out the rest of these nests.
Alright, this may be a bad idea. I don't know yet.
What's a bad idea? Oh, that was a bad idea.
Fine. Get off me.
Boozer, I'm gonna need those bandages. I got burned.
Deacon, I need you to use the axe that you're wearing on your back, not the shitty knife. Thank you.
They're dead. They're all messed up.
Huh, I thought there would be something in here. Oh, time for number 2. Or number 3 if you're counting.
God.
There is something back there, though. Damn it. Stupid touchpad. You gonna disappear so I can keep going?
Gotta give it time to burn.
Make some ammo. That never hurts to stock up.
You can never be too prepared.
Where I think Sony does succeed with its open world formula that some of their games have is a lot of, at least the main stuff, actually feels rewarding. Like, I'm taking out nests so that zombies can't spawn here, and I'm like earning trust.
Mm.
Whereas like with Ubisoft, it's like, oh, you just cleared question mark number 600. Here's another piece of gear that you can't fucking use. Hello. I'll find ammo for it. I would much rather have this. There's like a lot of shit in the next room. Half the body. Let's go back to the bike, shall we? I may regret getting rid of that rifle with all the ammo, but it's fine.
Foreshadowing.
As long as I don't run into a horde. And I do like that it's an open world that you travel on bike. Like, motorcycles aren't in a lot of games. And like GTA, that's how I always prefer to travel, even though it costs me a lot of health.
It's always really fun.
So you hit
I don't know
something.
what, yeah, I don't know what the first game is to like crack that, but there is something really special about driving a motorcycle in a video game. It's usually fun.
Somebody in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 90% sure it's GTA 3.
Hmm.
Because that is like the first, or it's not the first, but that's like the first truly great open world game. You had some other stuff like how the Final Fantasy PS1 games are open world, just a different kind of open world. And then you had these games on the PS1 that a lot of people don't remember, but called Driver, and those had really cool open world driving experiences before GTA. But GTA was able to kind of take everything and put it all together in one package. Before Rockstar became greedy motherfuckers. Yeah, so this is what's weird about Days Gone is it's not a typical story. It's there are storylines, and eventually you will get missions to progress each storyline. But it may not be in a linear path.
Well, the formula is already solidified of, okay, you have like one objective, and then you get sidetracked with all these other things like, well, I could go here and do this, then go here, then do this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wait, Boozer, are you alright?
He's fine. Oh,
Men coming.
what? Oh, hello. Here's Johnny.
Hey, would you like some cookies? Oh, fuck. Hi, stranger. Ah.
He shot me!
Damn it!
I think my bandage inventory is full.
You better use them up.
Shooting feels solid. I will say I think the shooting might be better here than it is in The Last of Us.
Oh, okay. I think the combat doesn't look amazing. Like hand-to-hand combat.
No, hand to hand is not great. It's kind of the opposite of Last of Us, where I think The Last of Us hand to hand is really good, and then their shooting is a little clunky. Here, the shooting I think is really solid, and hand to hand is kind of clunky. And then for stealth, I mean, it's tomato tomato. Oh, there's still 3 more? What? Where the heck are they, Robert? Oh,
Where
wait.
are the other drugs going?
I see 1. I see 2.
I'm Batman.
Or could voice Batman in the game, I think.
Yeah.
Something's moving.
I'm surprised he hasn't done more DC work since Smallville.
Here you are.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because a lot of that WB or CW DC work feels so disconnected. Like they don't tend to go back to those actors for other projects. I think the only one I can think of, the only 2 that I can think of that have worked on multiple DC between the CW and like mainline DC is Justin Hartley and Rosenberg.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's like in that CW crew, we saw a lot of stunt casting later.
I wouldn't be breathing.
And I guess Sam Witwer was in a season of Supergirl. I think he was a bad guy.
Please, mister.
For like.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
I
that.
don't shoot women if I have a choice. Do I have a choice?
I ain't got nothing.
I got nowhere
But that's
to go.
part of that Smallville stunt casting where we try to get everybody back.
Yeah. Oh, and Erica Durant, I think, takes over as Supergirl's mom.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
See if they got an underground bunker.
But that's more in line where it's just the WB than CW reusing actors. That's still not like them moving into something that's more mainstream DC.
Right.
Justin Hartley as Superman was such a wild out there pick. He was alright. It was hard to judge that just go though, because that movie just goes off the rails.
Oh, which movie?
Injustice.
Here it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's Superman in that.
I've seen that movie one time.
Same.
How do you
It's
miss
like,
that one up?
well, it's so weird because like I'm a reasonably big fan of Injustice. I don't care about fighting games; they're not my forte. But like, I liked the stories well enough. But I really liked the comics, other than some goofy moments here and there, like Nightwing falling on a rock. And so I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, oh, like this is more 1-to-1 than I expect. But I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop because Austin had already watched it and was like, yeah, that goes off the rails. So I was like, okay, so what's gonna happen? And then it's not even just like, oh, this is happening now. It's like, boom, we are completely in a different hemisphere. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
It's like what you always complain about with Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, where it's like, why did we adapt 2 of these games and shove them together?
Yeah.
With that Injustice movie, which is like 80 minutes long for context, somebody said, hey, let's do all the comics and that first game just combined. Let's just do it all in one 80-minute movie. Why?
So weird.
Yeah,
Trophy.
I forgot that was Hartley.
Yeah.
I just finished clearing the radio tower for Copeland. I'm
I think,
gonna climb up and see if I can see anything.
I think Pike from Discovery or Strange New Worlds, I think he was Batman in that.
No.
And he'd be a good pick for a
Is
Batman
that
voice.
fun?
I'd like to be the Anson Mount or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
Black Bolt.
Is that not Conroy?
I don't think it was Conroy in that movie.
So weird because Conroy
Yeah,
is
'cause I
the
think they
Injustice
recast everybody.
Batman.
Yeah, but they recast everybody.
Why would you do that? Like, I don't love their Superman.
Yeah, well, that's like, it was
That's
either
the-
Tim Daly or Juge Newborn, but it was one of the standard Superman voices.
Yeah, I don't think they're right for that material.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing.
Uh,
You have Conroy.
Drifter.
Yeah.
Up on me. Lucky for me, she was out of ammo.
Well, it's just like with the Superman,
Okay.
because yeah, it is one of the animated Superman. They just come off as trying too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, something's gonna do it, right?
And then like with Injustice 2, I like Injustice 2's story a lot. It's just a fun like, here's how the Justice League reforms in this bizarro world. But man, their Superman is just like,
All right.
oof.
Let's see what the hell Boozer's talking about. We're right. Someone's on the mountain. I see smoke from their campfire.
Son of a bitch. I knew I heard something. Where are they? I'm gonna head out there.
No, god damn it, Boozer. Gotta get your arm healed up so we can ride the hell out of here. I'll take care of him.
It's just, I'm going a little stir crazy here, Dick.
Okay, so
Stay
this is
awake.
always the thing I've had with this game
Digging out.
is
Mhm.
Boozer is out of commission just because they want you to be able to, roam around and explore on your own.
To be solo, yeah.
But It was just like a blowtorch to the arm,
I gotta get in shape.
and they act like
I
it's a
mean-
fatal wound.
It could be.
Do you like how he climbs ladders?
Almost there. Yeah, come on, keep going. Almost there.
I hope this is just how Sam Witwer goes down ladders in real life.
Slow down, Sam.
Oh, shit's killing me.
Yeah, maybe you're right, and it's just me not knowing enough about injuries. But it's just kind of funny because when you see it, it doesn't look that bad. But then every time they talk about it, it's like, yeah, he might die.
Don't eat those mushrooms. You're gonna start tripping balls.
Just turns into that Avatar sequence where he drank the cactus juice.
It's the quenchiest.
I don't know how anybody can hate the humor in that show.
Yeah, not to name names, but a mutual friend recently ranted about the humor, and I'm like, it never bothered me. I didn't know this was a point of contention. Like, it is a kids show about kid characters. I think
it's legitimately funny. Maybe it's just because like
yeah,
modern comedy writing is really bad.
Done. The radio tower's locked down.
A lot of it is just what you love to make fun of as well. That just happened, which is never funny.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
but a lot of that, but like a lot of the stuff with Aang in season 1, you know, it's him avoiding his responsibility. It's a deliberate choice in him trying to be a kid, and you know, distracting himself, and then that kind of goes away
Savages, about 9 square
in the
meters.
later seasons.
Try going hungry for 3
Yeah.
days.
And then
There's no such
Sokka's
thing as
comic
starving
relief, which is fine.
I hope to God you're wrong about that. Go play down.
Radio Free Oregon. Jesus, what have I done?
It's a giant mushroom.
Maybe it's friendly. That is. Sokka is one of my favorite just comic relief characters.
Assholes.
I miss when comic relief was like actually comic relief, where it's like, oh, you know, these characters are relatively serious in comparison, and then you just have this one guy that is so sarcastic and takes nothing seriously. But like, it's heartwarming in a way. Oh,
Yeah,
oh God,
Mhm.
Beacon out.
oh God, I forgot this place is cursed.
But he's also, in my opinion,
Oh,
oh, you're
fuck.
right. Hi guys. You won't see me over here. Oh god, they climb now.
Oh God,
Oh god.
there's so many of them. See what I mean?
They pulled a pincer move or whatever it's called. They attacked from the side like Velociraptor. I know tactics.
I'm yeah, just kill me.
Just kill me. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh holy Jesus God.
I
Holy
forgot
Jesus,
about
shit.
I forgot about that place. It's too soon to be taken on that camp. All right, storylines.
But I don't know. Sokka's a character I never found too obnoxious, and B,
St. John to
he
Copeland's
still
Camp.
grows and changes
Done.
and
The radio
matures
tower's
over the
locked
course of
down,
that
and I can
series.
store
He's
your
not
radio
one
public.
note. Like,
He
yeah,
has
he's
an
goofy,
arc.
but that's his personality.
Yeah, he is the normal guy in a world of abnormality.
No coke.
Yeah, he grounds it. He's like the Han Solo of the crew. You know, he's the more relatable
About 9
character.
square meals. Try going
He's
hungry for
Boomerang
3
guy.
days. There's no such thing as a starving patriot.
Yeah, try Courtney.
No, that's a different guy.
Oh, and
No,
also
Sokka
God,
is the
that-
guy from Twilight. Remember?
Jesus, what have I done?
Oh. That was such a red flag going into the Netflix version when they were like, yeah, Sokka in the show was like really sexist, and we're not doing any of that. It's like, oh god,
No.
so you don't understand this character. Oh,
There was something.
Boozer, thank you.
There was something I read about that show the other day. I think the actress was talking about Toph,
oh yeah, like they're
and
gonna let her be more girly, whatever that means.
I was like, oh, so you really don't understand like any of these characters.
You awake? I'm heading to that camp.
That's good. I'm glad that this is who is adapting a beloved animated show. It okay. Can we stop having actors interview for the projects they're in when they clearly don't care about the source material?
On the railroad tracks.
That's how we
That
get
would be
those
a-
Rachel Ziegler Snow White interviews,
Yeah.
where every interview is just like, yeah, the old thing is bad and outdated, and I don't like it. Ours is new and modern, and I like
Well,
it.
to be fair, that was like one interview from like 2 years ago, and they've been trying to backtrack and salvage that ever since. But I agree with your point.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize it was that long ago. It's funny how
Yeah.
much that stuck around. It's just, yeah, that's not what we want to hear when you're remaking something we like.
Hmm.
Men coming.
They're hit! Kill them!
Oh. But with Sokka, it's like they act like, oh god, the show's so dated in 2000s. It's like, no, that's a part of his character for the first like 4 episodes, and it's not treated as a good thing. It's a thing he grows past. He learns a lesson.
He's immediately embarrassed and like, oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No wonder the original creators are like, yeah, I'm out.
Nope. Yeah.
Imagine
No,
being like a Netflix exec and telling the original creators, yeah, we don't want to do this part of your character's arc.
Mm-hmm. And
He's unarmed!
not that I didn't see where they were coming from, but I remember Cap and Austin on the Geek Evolution channel were reviewing some episodes, and Cap was kind of questioning why it took them so long to get to the Aang backstory, you know, the Storm episode. And now having seen the Netflix version where they front load all of Aang's backstory in the first 20 minutes, oh god, does that not work?
Yeah, so funnily enough, because I started the pilot of that show, 'cause I was curious, you know.
Mhm.
I can't help it. I love Avatar. It's very beloved to me.
Mhm.
I get like 5 minutes into this just onslaught of exposition, and I'm like, nope.
Yep.
I
Yep.
shut it off.
They won't be doing any more killing on O'Leary Mountain.
Now,
Yeah,
could that
I don't
episode
know
maybe
if
have been in season 1 somewhere, like early season 1? You know what? I'm gonna say no, because we get enough
Rest
with
up,
the
Lurks.
Air Temple
Stop
episode,
quarterbacking
which is what, episode
as soon as
3?
your
Yeah.
heels. You got that?
Yeah.
I hear you.
So I think that is a good placeholder, and then you're like, oh, I do want to know more, and you finally get more. But I was never curious. Like, I never felt like I was missing enough
Yeah,
information.
Yeah,
That first
I'm gonna
season
write up some
definitely
stuff
has
for you.
more
See if I can find
filler
it.
that you could cut out than the other seasons, but there's still a pretty good balance in like introducing information
We're heading north
slowly
as soon as you can ride.
and keeping you curious and raising the stakes as it goes.
Yeah, and I would say even with the 3rd episode, I think it's bold to have your kind of fun, not entirely lighthearted, but you know, kind of kiddie pilot. And then the immediate next episode is, oh, Aang finds out that his race is dead.
Yeah, genocide.
What's going on, Cope?
Here we go. And surprise, surprise, when you show that on screen in the pilot with a bunch of characters we don't know yet or care about, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, if I go now, I might be able to catch up to him.
It's like, oh, you know, I don't
Oh, those people
care
are
what's
dead. Okay.
happening. That mutual friend of ours that was complaining about the humor, I really want to show him the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah. Well, if you want Avatar devoid of humor,
Or, you know, personality.
Take it. I'll find it.
Oh god, and yeah, look, it pains me to say, there are a couple things in that movie I think they did better than the Netflix show. That's just me
Oof.
being honest.
Hey, Deke, you there? I was thinking about
Yeah,
heading down
that
to
movie's
Florida.
complicated for me because I do acknowledge it is very bad. I just didn't have like the visceral hatred for it
No, you're gonna get yourself
most
killed.
other fans had.
You gotta
I
wait.
think
Now
I think
that
for
project
me,
was just doomed from the start.
so I am curious. Did you
Put your
see it
whole
when it
butter.
came out, or did you come to it
Yeah.
after?
I'm over here anyway.
Oh, I saw
so
the movie when it came out.
I'll take
I was
your-
very hyped for it.
Yeah, me too. Oh God,
Jeez.
Jesus.
Oh my god. You're fine.
Yeah,
you were saying
fine.
something?
That's a YouTube short.
Thanks, Deke.
Oh, hang on.
it's just
I
smoke.
have the best YouTube short from the last time that I streamed this game. Keep going on.
I don't know. Well, you were in the middle of a point.
That's fine.
Because
Whatever you were saying.
I didn't watch The Last Airbender, the cartoon, like immediately. I wasn't like an anime kid or anything growing up, so initially it didn't look appealing to me at all. And then how most things go, my friend got really into it and was like, "Oh, okay, well now I'll watch it with him." Just watched a random episode and then got hooked pretty quickly. So at the time, I just watched like lots of episodes, out of order, whatever was on TV. I didn't start watching the show like as it was airing until the third season.
Take 'em out while it's still
Okay.
But by that point, I was a pretty big fan, and then the movie, I was very. And then on first viewing, I think I was just kind of in denial about it.
I saw that movie in theaters.
So did I. Yeah. Okay, I'm watching this short.
Okay.
Deke, you there? Did you say you were heading north?
Who's man? No. No, I wouldn't ride north.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I know. I just.
So I get into Avatar after the show is done
Oh, third
because,
degree's
funnily
right.
enough, I remember I had the reaction. I had a weird reaction when that show was on. I remember I was like, "This looks like the dumbest thing. I'm not watching
Terror,
this."
Boozer, just
And then for whatever reason, I got
get
curious.
out.
I bought all. My dad bought me the 3 seasons on DVD from eBay, and I just fucking binged it, and I was hooked. I was like, "Oh, this is like great." I don't know what I was thinking.
And then the movie, you knew going in, like, what its reputation was.
No, so when I say get into it after, I don't know how much after, but it was soon enough that I got to see the movie in theaters.
Okay. So
Because I remember
okay,
seeing the
so-
trailer and going, "Oh, like this looks all right."
Learn something
Mhm.
every day.
And then I go see the movie. I was like, "Oh, this sucks." The fire bending is the dumbest idea.
That's so bad.
Oh, they can only fire bend when they have an external source of fire. So they're useless then. My favorite thing about that movie though is he put in a post-credit scene because he really thought he was going to get a scene.
Yeah. It's one of those movies.
Remember Azula?
Yeah.
I wonder how they. My main thing is I need to know how they would have pronounced her name. Because that movie famously pronounces
Azula?
everybody's name wrong.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Ung? Or
Mhm.
Ong?
Ong.
I wonder whatever happened to that kid that played Ong.
I hope he's alright. Yeah, he was not an actor. He was just, like, into martial arts
That's
stuff,
amazing.
and you could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
He
want
was
to
in that.
badmouth an actor, like bully an actor, but he had the charisma of a wet paper bag.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, Shyamalan was just not the right director for that project.
Nope.
Like, nobody looks good in that movie. Well, like, I'll stand by it. Dev Patel was good casting for Zuko.
Yeah,
He was alright.
yes. I don't really feel that strongly about it either way.
I mean, I don't think it's amazing, but I think that's good casting in theory. And I don't know, there are some really good effects in that movie. I like some of the costume design. It's one of those things where a lot of fans at the time are like, "Oh, this looks wrong. It's different. I don't like that." But you compare it to the Netflix version where they're trying really hard to make everything look just like it looks in the cartoon. But like the outfits look too clean, you know, everything just looks too fake and artificial.
I think that with the One Piece show where I'm like, yeah, you were literally just ripped like because you know me, I love a good just like one-to-one translation if it'll work.
Yep.
But One Piece is trying to just straight up literalize the manga into a live action format, and it looks goofy.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, it at least in One Piece's credit, which I haven't seen, at least they committed and went all the way with it, probably to its benefit, as opposed to, which again, I haven't seen, but I've heard, with that Cowboy Bebop Netflix show, that had a weird 50-50, we're doing our own thing, and also making it as close to the anime as possible, and they just did not strike a good balance with that, as I've been told.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. That sounds about right. I don't know. Netflix is weird. Sometimes they'll hire people where I'm like, you're legitimately passionate about this, even though this isn't quite coming together, and I can respect that. And other
Yeah.
times they hire people like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you working on this? You clearly don't give a shit.
Well, even Shyamalan with his last Airbender movie, you know, his kids were a big fan of that show, and he was genuinely interested in it. He was just the wrong choice for that project.
He really is Spielberg directing things that he shouldn't be because of his kids.
Yeah, well,
I don't actually
that
know
is
if that's something that happened with Spielberg, but I feel like I've heard that story with Spielberg, where he would take a job for his kids and it wasn't a good movie. I want to know his kids' thoughts on the last Airbender movie.
right. Like, oh god, Dad, what have you done?
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that movie have to remove the Avatar part from the title because it came out at the same time as the Blue People Avatar?
Yes, it came out like 6 months after.
I was pissed about that. I remember. It's like, fuck you, James Cameron.
So was I.
You changed your title. Avatar was here first.
Got it. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this to.
You hear that helicopter? Oh, God.
No, it's a UFO. This has become a very different game.
Who's man? Are you listening? Oh, you're not gonna believe this. I just saw a goddamn chopper.
A chopper? What are you
Get to the chopper.
Near a chopper. It just buzzed right over me. It acted like I wasn't even there.
Wait, all this time and a Fed chopper shows up out of nowhere?
I'm gonna chase them down.
Wow, you missed every time.
I'm gonna see what the hell they're doing.
There you go.
Too close, Toad. You know what? Don't do anything stupid.
Kind of busy here.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. That's it.
What's this?
My bike is doing so hot.
It'll be fine.
Can fix this. That'll.
Yeah, where's the nearest gas station?
Hold.
All right, we talked about this before, but as bad as the Last Airbender is, that movie, I'll give it credit for being a better adaptation than something like Dragon Ball Evolution. I'm sure we've talked about this before. Did you see that in theaters?
Yes, I was extremely hyped for that movie, and I convinced myself, at least for the after I watched it first, I was like, "No, that was good. I like that."
Yep.
And then I didn't.
Hold on, they're slowing down. Looks like they're stopping.
Oh,
Oh God, no! That movie is.
boy.
I even had the PSP game.
And remember, like, the response to that was like, "Oh, anime adaptations that can't work. That they don't like anime here in America." I guess.
Well, and it's just
It's like,
out of all of them, Dragon Ball I think is the one that is unadaptable. Because nothing you can do in live action is going to be as good as the fights they can do in an anime.
Yep.
And Dragon Ball is about the fights.
Yeah, you need like a $300 million budget to pull that off.
Researcher, what the hell are they doing out here? Gotta go check them out. See what they're doing.
So this is my least favorite part of this game.
I think Naruto makes way more sense to attempt in live action.
I'm shocked we haven't tried that. Because I don't know if you know this, but like even Japan has gotten in on the live action.
Oh yeah.
Movies. There's a
Well, they've done a
trilogy
lot
of
of
Full Metal
cheats.
Alchemist.
Yeah.
Apparently they're awful.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. Caught by Noodle.
I think they did a live action Bleach movie, which I'd be interested to see. They did Raini Kenshin, which makes a lot of sense because that is for the genre very real grounded.
Hey, maybe turn off your flashlight to be more stealthy.
That's a good point. It's fine. I'm one of them.
Remember that scene in The Last of Us when you're trying to avoid Fedra with their flashlights? And there's the beeping again.
Yeah, we'll have to come back because now is not the time for collectibles. But you have to do this quite a few times, and this is my least favorite part of this game. Oh God.
Oh.
Friends now, can't we?
Well, we are all dead, Robert.
Maybe near or the good guys.
After tracking a large moving group, estimated size of 500 to 600, we have confirmed the subject's hibernation location at...
Hey, Doc, I see Site 23 on
Don't come this way.
No, that's O'Brien.
Got it.
Shit, where was I?
Don't come near the moving
Remember that
bushes.
name, O'Brien?
High desert grotto. Now trampling of grasses and...
That is the guy that we gave our wife to before she disappeared.
The site has been used for some...
Miles O'Brien?
Yes.
According to the motion sensor planted by Lieutenant O'Brien,
Is your wife gonna be evil?
47 subjects have entered the cave this morning. Recommend sending a follow-up team sometime after 1900 hours to assess the cave's interior and further assess conditions. Note to Dr. Anderson. Your theory about the subjects devolving to a primitive state of nocturnal behavior is seeming more appealing all the time. End report.
Fucking O'Brien.
Did you hear me? Over 400 subjects. And these aren't just your regular run-of-the-mill freaks. These are stage 3.
Then what the hell? Sarah.
And I asked
Forget it. We're going. Can't be.
There's always a Sarah.
Subjects are not sleeping.
Remember Sarah in The Last of Us?
Yes.
Oh god.
Woken up a hibernating freak?
Get away from me.
Yeah, actually. I was one of the survivors at the White King run.
Stay in the shrubs. They can't see me in there.
So I wouldn't tear my buddy apart when he was peeling a banana.
Thank you, Mr. Exposition Man.
A lot of shit. Not them.
Stay in the shrubbery.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
That mission was foobar from the start.
Which is why we are not going inside there.
Think if I sealed up this cave, we'd, I don't know, knock down their population?
I don't know, Corporal. A lot of caves out here. Come on, let's get out of here.
See the caves. Yeah, right. Like anyone gives a damn.
Hello? Do you guys hear that beeping?
Hold on. We can be friends now, can't we?
I was just leaving. Can I leave?
I walked into the wrong woods. I think I'm lost.
Instead of The Last of Us, it's The Lost of Us.
Oh.
Do you remember there was an infamous Last of Us knockoff a few years ago? Came out on like the Switch.
Oh, I've forgotten this.
Okay, hold on.
I was gonna mention Infamous earlier, of like this like stock video game protagonist.
Anyone else hear that?
From that era. That was what I thought of. And
It really looks like it was made for $1. Last
$1 well spent.
I think got infamous because it ended up getting delisted. But I shit you not. This was like the official promotion. Oh wait, you can still buy it on Steam for $4.99.
That is, we have Last of Us at home, if I've ever seen one. Oh, thanks, Grandma. Oh, it's just what I wanted.
Scroll through that real quick.
Ay, ay, ay. What were they thinking?
They were thinking we could trick grandmas into thinking it's The Last of Us.
Why are they trying to trick me into thinking this is IGN? The fuck is IGS?
A lot of ammo left.
Oh god, oh god.
Boozer, you there? Booze man, come back.
Deke, hey, I'm here.
When we rode out of Farewell, the Nero guy, the soldier, or whatever the hell he was, who took Sarah.
Wait, what are you...
He had an ID badge. What was the name?
I don't fucking know, man.
Wouldn't shut up about it. All the way out to Three Finger Jack.
Okay, he's alive, Boozer. He's alive.
What are you talking about? We were there. The whole camp was wiped out.
No, I know that, but I heard... Okay, look. I went into their LZ, and they...
Wait, you went into their LZ? What the...
Just listen to me. I heard them over the radio. They were talking about a man named O'Brien.
Deke, don't...
Not! Boozer, I'm not. I'm just... Hey, get some sleep. Deacon out. Boozer, you there?
Yeah, Deke.
I took care of it. Alvarez, I mean.
Thanks, brother.
It's really funny. It's like, get some sleep. I'm out. 5 minutes later, Boozer, you awake?
Why?
Nothing like scrap.
I'm trying to sleep.
What do we got? Back on track.
earlier when I was looking at Crispin Freeman's filmography.
This is
Apparently, he had a credit in the Clash of the Titans remake tie-in video game. A
Amazing.
game I did not know existed.
I didn't either. That's beautiful.
I'm sure it's great.
I remember liking that movie.
I remember liking that movie too. I love the original, but I
I'm
am
scared to
nervous
go
go
back.
to it.
Shall set you free. The start of this living hell that is now our life came as a surprise to
Hey,
Okay.
hey, hey.
me when shit went down. Against the feds. Things didn't go so great for them. The cemeteries are filled with martyrs. Those who sought to call out the bullshit and the lies when they saw it. I know. Because they came after me.
Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
started Radio Free London in the last weeks before the feds fell. Broadcast from an unmarked van.
I love that he just rambles like conspiracy theories in your ear.
Hey guys,
God, why are there so many of you?
No coke, the cemeteries are filled with freakers.
don't call us that. I'm kind of shocked there wasn't an I Am Legend tie-in game, just given when that movie came out.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame.
Could've been fun.
So I found this YouTube channel I've been watching, and they do a lot of stuff on Power Rangers and like some of the Sentai stuff that they adapt. And I'm a big fan of the Dino Thunder season. That whole thing is a big tribute, to the series as a whole, but mostly Mighty Morphin. That's the big. We got Tommy back, for the first time in years.
Yeah.
And stuff. But the funniest thing is, so Jason David Frank, Tommy, does that season as a favor for the producers.
This investigation's only.
But filming a season of Power Rangers also means being in New Zealand for a long time. And so halfway through, he decides he doesn't want to do it anymore. So Tommy just gets stuck in costume. He just let David Frank, Jason, literally phone in his lines. And it's so funny. And then at some point, I don't know if it's just they ran out of black suit footage or what. But in storyline, in an attempt to fix it, they turn him invisible. So then he's just not even there, not even in suit, but still voicing in his lines.
That's amazing.
In all seriousness, I think one of the only downsides to what is otherwise a really good season.
Come on.
Oh, that's great.
That even has a really fun episode. And it's funny thinking back to when I first saw it, not understanding like how Power Rangers work, where it's a lot of Japanese footage. But it has an episode where they watch Japan's take on Power Rangers in universe, which is just them watching an episode of the Sentai that they're adapting, but with horrible English dubbing. Robert, we are out of gas.
That's fine.
I can fix this. Hope it lasts.
And what sucks, because this guy also did a video where he tried like every Power Rangers game, and everyone just goes to side-scrolling beat 'em ups. I'm like, I feel like there's so much more potential for that as a video game, but none of you will stop making SNES games. Like, imagine an open world Power Rangers game like this where you can morph it.
Kill wolves.
Yeah.
Sell their innards.
Fuck.
Well.
Yeah, we're not. That's much better. It wanted me to go clear across the map. I was like, wait a minute.
On no gas.
Yeah. No, I'm literally walking my bike.
I just need to find a good spot to go downhill. Let gravity do the work.
Thunderbolt seems to be decent, though. A couple people we know have seen it and seem to like it.
Yeah, I'm curious what Austin will think of it.
He liked it.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the couple people that we know have seen it.
I didn't know. I didn't know he's seen it yet.
Yeah, because you don't have Letterboxd, you bastard.
Oh, I told you I'll get to it this year.
Well, hurry up.
There's a lot of year left.
Not that much. You realize we're already almost halfway through this year?
Yep. I'm honestly ready to just write off the rest of this decade. Maybe when 2030 hits, things will turn around. And that's all I'll say about current events.
Well, no, I do think about that sometimes. Like, how do we come back from some of the shit that we've done?
Yeah.
What would you do if the Freakers came tomorrow?
It's a good question.
But going back to Death of a Unicorn, do you have this feeling with like, because like I know that A24 makes really director driven films. Do you feel like that we're at a point where you can basically go to an A24 film and know what you're in for?
Yeah, I think I do think these last couple years, Neon has become that new, like, fresh, exciting studio where you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, because I look
Oh,
at Neon and they put out Immaculate. They're putting out The Life of Chuck. They did something else that I watched recently. I can't remember now. But they were all three very different films. And then I go watch, like Death of a Unicorn. And I'm like, oh, this is just a stereotypical A24 movie.
well, it's like A24 has two modes now, right? Like something quirky with a message and something serious
with a message.
With a message.
Yeah, it feels like somebody told them you have to put out films with a message. That is the
Fuel
brand.
prices have come down lately, way down. Only problem is you got to find it yourself. And last I checked,
Deacon, are you all right?
You're trying to take what's rightfully ours.
He's talking to the radio, man.
I think he's insane.
I mean, maybe he has been out in the shit for a long time. That's my other favorite thing is they call like the wild out here, just in the middle with the freakers being out in the shit. It's like, oh, a 12-year-old wrote that.
Oh, the Monkey was distributed by Neon.
Yeah, Neon, the Monkey, and the Monkey was great.
Oh, glad you like. I forgot what you. I still need to watch it. I should get to that soon.
I think there is a subplot that I don't really need in that type of movie. But overall, it was good. I think that's the other problem because the Monkey has it, and a lot of the A24 movies that I've seen have it. Is they release movies that want to be quirky, like the premise is quirky, but then you watch and it's like, oh, but you also have to have the emotional beat. It's like, nah, just make the quirky, goofy picture.
Although, given that the Naked Gun reboot is coming out this year. I really want to see if that movie tries an emotional beat.
Oh, I hope so. That would be amazing.
Like it gets actually serious in the middle.
Okay, I know there's supposed to be a way to summon your bike, but I can't.
Oh yeah, you just whistle and then it'll come right to you. Come on, girl.
You're all right, boy.
Deacon,
Oh, you.
what are you doing?
Oh, you have to. He's catching his breath because he's out of stamina. Might have to
Put
walk to
your
Cope's
hands
camp.
on your hips.
What? This isn't how you regain stamina?
You doing okay?
Been better. Arm feels like it's gonna fall off.
Oh, hi, Boozer. So is he out of commission like indefinitely, or does this become a buddy game again at some point?
He will not. He will not be out of commission indefinitely, but they will continue to find reasons where Deacon is on his own.
I
Hey, I
stubbed
mean,
my
it works
toe.
for
I
us.
can't come with you. Also, you can't have my shotgun.
You still can't have my shotgun, Deke. What the fuck? You're not using it. No, like I roll my eyes whenever people are like, oh, this game should have co-op or this game should have co-op. This is a game that could have had co-op. Just one person is Boozer. I'd play as Boozer. That's a great name.
It's good, strong name. Oh god.
You like that little noise that he made? They're like, Sam, we need you to just pretend you're falling, and that's what he got.
I got a method act, so I gotta jump off something. Okay.
Well, Nolan North talks about it, where
Man, I'm tracking down. Who'd he kill?
because they had to get him mocap of him like
Bounty job, isn't it?
Oh, look, I don't care.
throwing stuff,
Flailing?
right?
Who, Cope?
Yeah.
Throwing stuff. So he'd have to throw like empty propane cans across a room.
Camp almost a year.
It was like the most exhausting thing I've ever had to do.
No, guess not.
You found it, son of a-
Shit, we've been here. It's already been 2.5 hours. All right, I'll get to.
Okay. Let's do
Oh,
it.
this isn't where I wanted to be. My bike isn't here. Where's Adam? Where's Cope's camp?
Is there any marker?
Oh shit! It's all the way over there. Well,
Oh jeez. Do you have fuel on you? Did you?
you can't just carry fuel. I'm gonna summon it over to Cope's camp and fuel it there.
It's back that way.
Yeah, I know it's back that way, Deke. I'll get to it. It's not tonight.
Yeah. Take care of this thing with your bike first, so we don't have to worry about it next week.
Yeah, because that's gonna lead to a chase mission, and I don't know how that'll work.
It'd be amazing if next to that tent there was just a dead girl in a sleeping bag there, next to a tree.
That'd be so cool. Love to see what Sony could do with one of those like 80s horror licenses.
Yeah.
They'd give us the AAA horror like single player game we deserve.
What would be your Hellraiser video game pitch? How would you approach that?
Okay, so
Hey, let me in.
it's hard because it's
in.
like, oh,
Manny, just let me look.
I
Would you go more the Telltale route?
Yeah, I think it would have to be something decision made because you because the with the way the monsters work, where they only come when you open the box, you could do like, oh, are you gonna have somebody open the box or spare them?
Yeah, it is hard to find fuel out there.
You could also do a lot of puzzle stuff.
Yeah. If you're gonna do the AAA blockbuster, maybe something like Silent Hill, Silent Hill 2.
Mhm. I mean, Freddy Nightmare on Elm
Should have
Street
more
would
stuff
definitely fit for
I
that.
see it, Deke.
Yeah.
Looking for trouble today.
Just taking a look. That's all I got today.
Hey, we got another trophy.
Hey, Jesus, Deke. You hear what's happening? Black choppers. The feds are still flying.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What does the race of the helicopters have to do with them?
Yeah, okay. What do you want?
I don't like the way she said that.
Yeah? That all you need? Come by anytime. All right, man.
We'll go up here and sleep. And we'll try out that horde mode before we call it a night.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm just curious, because that's new to this remaster. Which is why I have a hard time getting upset with some of these upgrades. Like, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered was $10 and you got that horde mode. This was $10 and you got a horde mode. Yeah. Yeah, I'll pay $10 for a brand new game mode. That just also happens to come with a better version of the game.
Yeah, and also they added like skins and extra little things. It wasn't until like my 4th playthrough of The Last of Us when I even knew that you had other skins you could choose. Just
funny.
nobody told me.
It's kind of a weird thing with that, where it's like that is cool, but at the same time, it's kind of immersion breaking when they're wearing like, I don't know, a PlayStation costume.
Right. Well, and yeah, and that was a PlayStation 3 era, so like they could not work it into the cutscenes.
Yeah.
So
I'm ready to go back at it.
I don't think it's really until the PS4 era when like regularly, if you change it again, you see that change in the scene, like with Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
That didn't used to be a thing they could account for.
It's because, like the PS3 had pre-rendered cutscenes. When you get to PS4, like Spider-Man and Arkham Knight. Actually, I don't know this for sure about Arkham Knight, but I'm assuming a lot of those are in-engine cutscenes, so it's not something that's pre-made. It's playing out in the game's graphics, which is why it can do the different suits. Oh, that's cool. You can play as different people, even though some of these are spoilers.
Oh, cool.
That's funny. You could play as O'Brien. All right, let's see what it's got.
Hell yeah. You got this. All you have to do is survive. Oh god. 1,275 days. Hello? Oh no.
Hang on a
Now I
second.
am the alone
No,
one.
yeah, hang on a second.
Boozer, you alright? Wish I had a harmonica I could play right now.
Let's try this.
Oh god. When in doubt, hit the dodge button. Oh, jeez. Velociraptors attack from the side, John.
Getting that. Oh, look.
Oh no, they're splitting up. Clever girl. I don't think that's how physics work.
It's fine. That's neat. Whoa! Get off me!
I'm on fire.
I mean, this is kind of interesting, but it is kind of lame where it's like such a break in the action. But I'm also gonna regret saying that because I have a feeling as I get further in, the hordes are gonna become fucking ridiculous.
Did you get your motorcycle like perfectly wedged between that tree?
Yes, but it's okay.
We're back into this. Oh yeah.
Just to let that timer in the background go, or
I need this.
White. Come on. Oh no, I'm stuck.
oh god,
You never see that in a zombie movie. Guy gets off his motorcycle. It's like, oh god, I can't move. I'm stuck. Oh jeez.
yeah, this sniper's not good for this.
Piece of cake.
Can I maybe have a better weapon? No? Okay.
Men coming!
Wow.
Come on, I need 1,000 points. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh god.
I'll take that.
Okay, we'll make a stand here then, so we can open this box. Come on, what are you showing me here? Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, do you see what I mean by the horns?
Nope. Nothing to see here.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That didn't change like I wanted it to.
John,
Oh,
I keep telling you. If you're gonna unalive yourself, a Molotov cocktail is not the best option. Eat this. Explore. Without a scratch.
I think it's 20,000. Sure.
Do you get any in-game currency doing these, or is this entirely separate?
I don't know. I haven't. This is literally my first experience with this. I will say, I think they may. I think I don't know if it's just because it's the first map. I think the timer is a little too generous. Like, there's a lot of downtime for a horde
Yeah,
mode.
it's not really the non-stop onslaught I was expecting.
Oh, but the map is huge. Hot damn. Oh god.
Oh, don't drive into that.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
There's nothing to see here.
Deacon,
This is
move!
fine. Everything's
Oh
fine.
no. I think I hit like the barrier.
Victory.
I mean, that was okay. I wonder if the other maps are better, but we're not gonna try those tonight. Robert's gonna start complaining here soon.
I think it's a good place to stop.
No, we're gonna go all night, Robert.
All night long.
Huh.
Yeah. What did we learn?
Okay, so there is money to be earned because you see the rep level and money symbol. But what do you buy? Oh, you know what I bet it is?
What?
Okay, so as you level up, you get new characters.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I love that one of the options is just shirtless Deacon.
Yeah, because ooh.
Anyway, Robert, as always, it's been a pleasure. I will see you tomorrow for
2 commentaries.
Prey, and then if anybody follows Geek Evolution, we'll be doing a Lost World commentary because Robert and I are the only people on the planet that like that movie.
And we've never talked about it, so it'll
We've
be a
never even quoted it, Robert. Have a good night, everybody.